As it stands right about now, the Frankie de Jong deal is gone past the stage that we're really doing the guessing game. We are in reality, and the CEO of Manchester United, Richard Arnold, and the technical director John Motaf and Barcelona in there for you, and they spent the night that side to say to this deal really gets to done in there for you. So lots of that and what is happening from Barcelona, lots of credible sources from Barcelona in there for you, and I'm asking myself, where are the sport? The sport came out and told us that De Jong doesn't want to go to Manchester United now. If at all he never wanted to come to Manchester United, why is the board of United really at a side which goes by the names of Barcelona in there for you, and they're there doing the needful to see that this day really comes to a happening in there for you. Lots of things have happened in the day. We are really going to do a very big summary of the De Jong story, and at last we'll bring you what happened in the Ramanjangara Stadium where United is really going to take place, where United is going to play its first preseason game against Liverpool. That is today or later tomorrow, depending on where you are in there for you. But I know most of you that are watching this channel are so much into another day. Today is the 12th of July in there for you, and it's a D-Day that United is really going to go ahead and play a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. If at all you've not watched our video, the predicted lineup of Manchester United, you can as well go and watch that. We are sorry about that. It's always internet that really buffers off like that, and really you guys miss out on what we're really going to give you in here for you. But I was still telling you that United is going to play a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. That is today in Thailand, and we are really going to bring you the match build up, maybe a watch along later in the day, and very many other things in there for you as they are concerned with this channel which goes by the names of United Matters channel. And guess who is in front of you on the microphone? It's Rohan David in there for you. Smash the like button, like this video, and go ahead to subscribe to this channel if at all you've not yet subscribed to our channel, so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily in there for you. Frankie de Jong to Manchester United is at final stages in there for you. When you see the big guns, especially the CEO of Manchester United boarding to Barcelona alongside the technical director, just get to know things are really heating up and reaching to the levels that we expect them to be in here onto United Matters channel. So most of us are so much elated about this deal because before this week ends, we are really going to be knowing whether this deal is going to happen or not, because this is the final stage of the deal, discussing what we call the money in there for you. Now, I'm asking myself, where are the sport? The sport came out and told us that De Jong doesn't want to go to United because United is characterized with bad luck. Where are they? If I'm to ask, where are they? Because this is really something that really puts you and really labels you as a liar, as an outlet that is just biased about this deal. And who are you working for? The sport, who are you working for to come out and really let us that United has bad luck? Can you really label such a bad word on a team like United? Do you know how successful United was? The reason as to why we are where we are is not because of bad luck. It's because of poor administration. That's why Richard Arnold is trying to really let himself out of the footballing matters. The reason as to why he went with technical director Richard Arnold, because someone asking that, Rokan, you are telling us that he's really excluding himself from footballing matters. Why did he go with Motaf? The reason as why he went with Motaf is simple. Motaf and the negotiators were there. It was a big delegation, though. Those two are the only ones seen. They had to negotiate the deal with Barcelona, and who is going to make the financial decision? It's the CEO. The CEO is not there to go on and really negotiate a deal. It's all about him to come out and tell her, all right, we can get you such and such of money for this in there for you. So smash the like button, guys, and let's get into there for you. And today, we have lots of big stories in there for you. Today, we start off with a story for a man who has been at United for the last 10 years. He goes by the name of Andreas Pereira, one of the prospects I really loved much at Manchester United. I really thought that this lad was really going to make it, especially when he was given a loan move to Valencia, where he really played very well and got himself involved in close to 11 goals a season. And when he returned under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, everything was a mess, and he went to Brazil, Flamengo, now returns to Manchester United, and he accepted the bid that was on table from Fulham by Marco Silva, the coach. Having admired him for so long, he told him that, please come and let's go and get this done in there for you. So when you look at that, Man United, it's official by Fabrizio Romano Andreas Pereira joins Fulham on permanent deal from Manchester United for £10 million fee plus £3 million add-ons. Deal signed in the morning and now finally official in there for you. So we knew that he did the medical over the weekend, and now we are finally knowing that he has finally joined a side which goes by the names of Fulham in there for you. He went ahead to put up on his Twitter that on Instagram he said, 10 years working together. I wish you luck there at Man United and thank you for everything in there for you. So finally United has parted ways with Andreas Pereira, but there is a clause in the deal that if at all Fulham is to sell him, United is earning 20% of the monies they really sell him in there for you. So that's it for you. Andreas Pereira has finally gone to a side which goes by the names of Fulham, and wish him the best in there for you. Now, let's get into how the day started with Frankie de Jong in there for you. We're having Gerard Romero. Gerard Romero is one of those Barca correspondents. He does most of his stuff on Twitch, and that's where people really quote it from and really come in and really tell us on Twitter, and that's how we get these things either for you, because we don't understand Spanish. That's it. I don't understand Spanish. I won't lie to you. Gerard Romero speaks Spanish in there for you, and he is always live on Twitch, and he always posts something hot is coming up. Someone is landing in Barcelona. There is a delegation coming in. You get? So he's always updated, and I know there is someone close to the club that really updates him to be so much apt with the information concerning Barcelona and those people that are interested in the players of Barcelona in there for you. So when he speaks, you have no reason to go in there and really doubt what he's talking in there for you. Now, he first put up that Man United leaders have a meeting with Barcelona, Mateo Aleni, Rafa Usuti, and Jordi Cruyff in there for you. That is today. When he said that, this is what happened, because I'm really going to bring you these tweets as they really came in. Gerard Romero came out and told us that have made their intentions very clear. United have made their intentions very clear. They want Frankie de Jong, yes or yes in there for you. It's confirmed. United want Frankie de Jong, and it's not now coming in from any source in there for you, but Barcelona have also confirmed that it is confirmed United want Frankie de Jong. Then Richard Arnold and John Mataf in Barcelona to meet with the officials in there for you. Now, after all of that, United's delegation flew to Barcelona, and Richard Arnold and Joe Mataf in Barcelona, they arrived to meet the officials in there for you. Allow me to show you this photo. Guys, when they're in Barcelona in there for you. Twitter photos, where are you? Reveal yourself. Let me widen it because you won't see it very well. All right, that is Richard Arnold, the CEO of Manchester United, and the other one in a white shirt is Motaf, the technical director of Manchester United. So those are the guys in Barcelona doing the needful to negotiate the deal of a man who goes by names of Frankie de Jong to Manchester United in there for you. Then later, Samuel Lucas, you know him very well. He's a correspondent of Manchester United at the Manchester Evening News. Came out and told us that sources in Spain have suggested Arnold and Motaf could meet de Jong in there for you. You get that? We could meet Frankie de Jong in Spain, especially in there for you as far as the deal is concerned. Then we have Alex Shaw, ESPN. He's an editor, guest lecturer for the universities in there for you, and he said Barcelona are close to signing Rafinha for 60 million euros in there for 60 million pounds, so the Frankie de Jong saga could be in these decisive stages in there for you. Obviously, Barcelona need money because they've already agreed a verbal bid, a verbal agreement with Leeds. The player is excited to join Barcelona. I did that video yesterday night on my other sister channel, but the fact is they don't have the money. And for them to get the money to complete the Rafinha deal, they have to sell Rafinha. They have to sell De Jong and get that money in immediately without further ado. So that's why all this is really happening in there for you, that they are really chasing for this deal to come to an end in there for you. And they welcomed the United delegation very much humbly in there for you. Then we are having Gerard Romero in there for you. Said Man United and Barcelona have negotiated over Frankie de Jong for the second time in Barcelona today. So it shows you that they had 2 meetings today in Barcelona and they negotiated over Frankie de Jong in there for you. And it is really happening for the second time for them to negotiate on the deal of a man who goes by the names of Frankie de Jong. It shows you that it's now heating up. Then Samuel Lucas confirmed to us that Richard Arnold and Joe Motaf are in Barcelona to attempt to finalize the signing of Frankie de Jong, because the more they stay in United, the more they stay in Manchester and don't really reach with their faces or verbally, things won't really add up. So they said it's better for us to travel to Barcelona and see how this is really going to get to end in there for you. Samuel Lucas continued to tell us that the agent of Frankie de Jong, Ali Dosan, was at Carrington last week to oversee the signing of his other client, Terrell Malacia. Frankie de Jong was discussed with Manchester United officials in there for you. Now, when you reach a level of discussing with the agent, that means even the player wants to come to Manchester United. That's it. The agent is a representative of a player. That's why I don't agree with people who come out and say that for this deal, United has not agreed personal terms with Frankie de Jong. Now, what are they always discussing with the agent? The agent is a representative of the player. He represents the player. He discusses the deals that we are really going. How much are you giving us? Sign-on fee, agent fees, image rights, etc. That's why they are in here to negotiate. They are not here to really come out and drink some cup of tea and then they walk away. No, they represent the player in the negotiation of personal terms in there for you, because the player and the agent sit before they meet the entourage of Manchester United. They come up with an ultimatum that we are earning £350,000 a week at Barcelona. Barcelona can't afford it anymore. Can they get us that money too? Then when the agent comes in, he brings the thoughts they discuss with the player. Those are what we call personal terms. You can't tell me that United for the last 2 months have been chasing for this deal when they haven't yet agreed personal terms with the player. You get? The player must have told Erik ten Hag that Barcelona want to sell me. That's it. They want to sell me. And it's yesterday that we got to know what is really holding this deal down. That Barcelona owes Frankie de Jong 17 million euros. That's when we got to know about it. Smash the like button, guys, and feel free to go to the live chat. Tell me you're watching in from firstly. Secondly, you can as well share your reactions into the live chat in there for you, and I'll be reading them and giving you a mention if at all you really want to be mentioned at as one of the viewers of United Matters channel in these wee hours of the night in there for you. Then we are having Paul Hurst. Paul Hurst is a reporter for Times covering Manchester United in there for you. He said Frankie de Jong is owed money in wages deferred during the pandemic and wants to receive them before discussing terms with Manchester United. He's interested in talking to Manchester United. Now, these are things I don't believe in. I don't believe in this because personal terms have already been agreed. No one, even if it's Fabrizio Romano, who comes out and really says that personal terms have not yet been agreed. How can you go for a player whom you haven't agreed personal terms with? You get? That means you have no contact with the player and you're only talking to the club. You get? The club is in a position to sell. And by the 11th of May, when Gerard Romero came out and broke the news that De Jong to Manchester United is 95% done, it shows you that the player knew that he was going to be sold. Even Barcelona knew that they wanted money. That means United contacted the agent of the player immediately and they agreed personal terms. Right now, they know the amount of money they're going to give De Jong and they have already agreed on it. Though the news is trying really to drive this story in there for you that personal terms have not been agreed. I know they've been agreed. There is no way a deal has not yet been agreed between Frankie de Jong and Manchester United. So that he's interested in talking to Manchester United, that's a lie. They've already talked. Let me confirm to you, Frankie de Jong has already talked to Manchester United. He's okay with the move, and now that's why the CEO and technical director of Manchester United are in Barcelona to get this deal done. To get this deal done in there for you. The problem is Barcelona is De Jong demands 2, De Jong demands Barcelona 17 million euros. That's it. That's the only hinge in this deal, and they are trying to see how they are really going to overcome it to see this deal done in there for you. Now, David Austin and Laurie Wiltwell, you know him very well, covering Manchester United, correspondent for Manchester United. He's being fed in by the club. He tells us that Manchester United have sent a delegation to Barcelona to hold face-to-face talks regarding the signing of Frankie de Jong. This is why I've put up a title that Frankie de Jong to Manchester United at final stages. Obviously, the deal is at its final stages. It's not going to hit a hinge according to what we are hearing in from Barcelona. Smash the like button, guys. Smash it. Then TalkSport had to say that United have told Barcelona they want to conclude the signing of Frankie de Jong by Friday. Richard Arnold and Joe Motaf spent Monday in Barcelona to try to force through a deal for de Jong in there for you. So they've spent all this time in Barcelona to force this deal happen. They want to go back in Manchester with victory. They want to call Erik ten Hag and they tell him, please, we finally delivered your most wanted signing in the names of Frankie de Jong. We want it delivered by Friday. So that's what they've told Barcelona, that by Friday we want green light to this deal. That's all indicating how the deal is at its final stages in there for you. Conversations between Joe Motaf and Richard Arnold with Barcelona are believed to have centered around the 17 million pounds Frankie de Jong is owned in unpaid wages in there for you. Obviously, because this is the hinge of the deal, everything is okay. United agreed a fee with Barcelona. 65 million euros plus 20 million euros as add-ons was already agreed between United and Barcelona. Now, there is a hinge of 17 million pounds or 17 million euros, one of those that Frankie de Jong is demanding a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. They want the money. Frankie de Jong says, I want my money in there for you. So that is Alex Crook working at TalkSport in there for you. He went ahead to let us know that Man United are aiming to conclude the deal of Frankie de Jong by Friday. Very many sources are saying that the deal is going to be done by Friday. So let's wait and see whether it's going to be done by Friday. A fee of 56 million pounds plus add-ons is verbally agreed with Barcelona. De Jong is open to the move. Obviously he is. Then Gerard Romero has told us that De Jong to Manchester United is not as advanced as one might think. At the club, they tell me that at the end of the week, movements can take place. If De Jong stays, he will have to lower his salary in there for you. This is where I really build my belief and stand firm for this deal that it's really going to happen. One, they want him to stay. If at all De Jong decides to stay, he has to really take pay cuts. Now, how do you take pay cuts again when the first pay cut you took has not been delivered to you again as promised? 17 million euros, you demand them, Barcelona has not yet really paid it. That means you can't really trust them. Barcelona has finally broken the relationship they have with De Jong. You get? I don't believe that De Jong can really take a pay cut and really say no to a move to Manchester United, where he's 100% sure that he's going to go ahead and earn his money. That is £350,000 a week. That's what he's going to earn, because if at all he's at Barcelona, he's going to be earning half of that money, £175,000 a week. At Barcelona, he earns £350,000 a week. And it said that if he's to stay at Barcelona while earning his full salary, they have to pay him 28 million euros a year. 28 million euros a year, meaning that he even took almost half cut of what he was earning at Barcelona in there for you, because it demands them 17 million euros. That means he really earned 11 million euros. So he demands them a lot of money, and Barcelona are trying to play hide and seek into this. Gerard Romero says, Man United leaders have not returned to Manchester United. They have stayed in Barcelona. That's what you need to know in there for you, that Joe Motaf and the CEO Richard Arnold have not flown back to Manchester. They want to be in Barcelona. They want to overwatch this deal. They want to put every attention to detail on this deal to see to it that by Friday everything is done. Obviously, this deal is going to get done soon. We might even say Friday, but today you might hear, here we go, from the credible sources that we know. You get United are really chasing this deal and they are on it, and we're waiting to see how it transpires in there for you. And they say we are not flying to Barcelona, we are not flying to Manchester United because Erik ten Hag is telling us, get me Frankie de Jong. Get me Frankie de Jong in there for you. Pause other deals and get me Frankie de Jong in there for you. So, and I really believe that they brought in Malaysia to cool in the pressure of the fans. They are bringing Eriksson because they want to show the fans that we are signing players. But Erik ten Hag had told them that even if you don't do any other deal for starters and accomplish the deal of Frankie de Jong, that will be so much welcome to me, because he really believes that he's an integral player on the style of play he wants to go on and show or really build at Manchester United, because he's a press-resistant player. His flair is up there. His duels, his progressive runs are really immense. I think he's one of the best, so that's why he's needed so much at the side which goes by the names of Manchester United by the manager who goes by the names of by the man who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag in there for you. So smash the like button, comment and share. I want to see you guys into the live chat. Talk to me because it looks like it's empty in there for you and you are not talking to me. Please talk to me such that I know who is really watching in and where you're watching in from in there for you. Now, before we go to the open training that really happened at the side which goes by the names of Thailand, allow me bring you this. Today, Frank de Jong trained with Barcelona. That's it. You see him. That's the man. Frankie de Jong. You see Memphis Depay. This is Christensen. There is Pedri and very many others in there for you in a side which goes by the names of Barcelona. He trained with Barcelona today, and that is the man, Frankie de Jong. He trained with Barcelona earlier today, and he knows that however much I'm training here, Barcelona want to sell me, and United are the first choice suitors in there for you. Obviously, United are the suitors for this man, and they want him to get a place into the squad of a man who goes by names of Erik ten Hag, because that is the marquee signing of Manchester United this season, something that they will believe that he can come on and really change things at Manchester United in there for you. So that's all about Frankie de Jong. I'm really going to get back to it after I really bring you what happened in a side which goes by the names of which goes by the names of Thailand. There was an open day training in Thailand, and let me show you how things really transpired that side in there for you. That is Anton Martial. It's rare to see Anton Martial smiling, guys. Do you know that? It's rare to see Anton Martial smiling, but this time round, the camera caught him smiling. I think was celebrating like a goal. I see Lindelof laughing, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Amad Diallo really trying to go on and laugh in there for you. So this is a courtesy of the Manchester United website. Then that is McLaren issuing instructions to Danny Van Beek, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bay, Chongi, Malacia, Anthony, Hannibal, and Victor Lindelof in there for you. He was making a point clear to these people that please, this is how United is supposed to be playing in there for you, not how you guys are really playing in there for you. So that is a man who goes by the names of McLaren, the assistant coach. That is Danny Van Beek, all smiles with the assistant coach. That is McLaren in there for you, a man who was at Manchester United with Sir Alex Ferguson when we are winning a treble in there for you. They returned him at Manchester United, and let's see whether he will come in and really let the magic flow in there for you. Remember, he worked with Erik ten Hag because everyone asked himself, how did they really start working with Erik ten Hag? He started working with Erik ten Hag at FC20. He was the head coach, and Erik ten Hag was the assistant coach. That's how they really got that bond in there for you. And when Erik ten Hag was given a job to Manchester United, he said, McLaren, please come on. You know things concerning United very, very much a lot in there for you. Then that's how they really arrived at the field of play, when they're really going to train for that open training in there for you. I'm having Muhammad Ali Jr. I'm going to come to your question. Thank you for watching in. We have close to 50 people watching in. Smash the like button, guys. Let's smash it, guys, and see in there going. This is Garnacho and Zidane coming with the field of play. David De Gea, the goalkeeper of Manchester United, in there for you, trying to go through the drills of the training. Eric Bay, one of the players who said, I'm here to fight for my position. I'm not going to Fulham. I want to convince this coach that I can play ahead of Harry Maguire in there for you. So Eric Bay, so much geared up for this team and saying, I have the qualities to convince Erik ten Hag. He's a man with a big heart. I really like him because he really gives it all every time he's on the field of play. Every time he puts on the shirt of Manchester United, he really is a player who really does great. Hannibal in there for you, one of the young prospects that we have at Manchester United, and believe that they are really going to play a big part into the United season in there for you as far as the UEFA Europa League is concerned. Diego Dalot in there for you. Diego Dalot, very good player right back that Erik ten Hag got excited about, and he really believes that he can be an integral point into the Manchester United season in there for you. That is Tyrell Malacia, the new signing. He's the first signing of Manchester United, but remember, we're expecting the second signing to arrive this week. That is Eriksen Christian. Free transfer, deal agreed, and is coming to Manchester United in there for you. Rashford trying to do the passing bit of the ball in there for you during that open training at the side which goes by names of Ramanjagara Stadium in there for you. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, all smiles in there for you. We have so much hope in him, but is he going to improve his game going forward? That's the big question, because that's where the question marks really happen onto a man who goes by the names of Aaron Wan-Bissaka in there for you. This is Tom Heaton and Lindelof hitting the ground to go on and train. I see Rashford in the background, and the fans were so much excited. This is Mr. Eric Bay, a repeat of the photo. This is Bruno Fernandes Borges, the new shirt 8 of United, with Anthony Elanga, a boy who is really so much active. Charlie Savage from the academy, I think you see him very well. Then that is Scott McTominay. No, this is Nathan Bishop and Luke Shaw in there for you, coming with the field of play. Anton Martial, a man who is expected to lead the line for United today in the game of Liverpool, also was in presence to train into that game of football in there for you. Then that is Facundo Pellistri in there for you, trying to make that run, and Bruno Fernandes was in the background in there for you. Then Chongi, the Dutch, keep an eye on Chongi. However much his contract is left with 1 year, and they are looking at him. All United want to sell him at Feyenoord because he's Dutch. You never know the real connection he has with a man who goes by names of Erik ten Hag in there for you. That is the man of the moment, the coach, the manager, everything. The only positivity we're having at Manchester United, for starters, in there for you, and the second positivity is Richard Arnold backing off the football duties and handing them to George Motaf and the technical team that please go on and do that. I'm really off that level of doing it in there for you. Now, that is Eric Bay. Tellers, I think here they were really reporting to the field of play and going to meet the fans in there for you. This is Chongi, Ethard Laird, and Hannibal in there for you, trying to see on the pitch. This is the manager, Erik ten Hag, trying to go on and really pass in where the fans are. So it was so much exciting that side in there for you. Smash the like button. I see Anthon Strete, thank you for watching in. Alsane Traore, thank you for watching in. In the next 1 or 3 minutes, I'm going to be back to answer your questions. If at all you have any question about De Jong or any Manchester United player or any signing you want to talk about, go into the live chat. Tell me what you think. Put your question in there for you. I'm returning. I'm going to really bring you all that when I get done with the footage of United people, all players in the Rajamangala Stadium in there for you. That is the stadium I'm talking about, Rajamangala National Stadium in Thailand, and that's how it really took place in that way. That's where the game is going to take place, and they had to really go ahead and fill the stadium. They're the first to come onto the stadium, and Liverpool came onto the field of play later in there for you. That's how the United players were getting down to work in there for you, and everything was so much good. Bruno Fernandes, Charlie Savage, and Freddie Rodriguez trying really to search for that ball in there for you. Then this is Tyrell Malacia and Jordan Sancho in there for you. So it looked like it was something great in there for you. Smash the like button, guys. We're having close to 70 people watching in, and we're only having 15 people that have smashed the like button. Smash the like button. Show me some love, guys. Let's have close to 50 likes on this video. Let's have 50 likes on this video. Smash the like button, guys. Smash it, and let's go. This is Marcus Rashford going past Diego Dalot in there for you, being left down, and we expect Marcus Rashford to hit the ground running as he was way back in there for you the previous 2 seasons, leave alone this one that he really looked very dumb. Bruno Fernandes, Zidane, and Victor Lindelof, and it looked like Bruno Fernandes was pulling a trigger in there for you. So we are waiting to see what really happens into that side in there for you. Fred Rodriguez doing a pass, and he's so much trusted by the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag. Then Luke Shaw and Zidane Iqbal in there for you, trying to tussle it out for the game. Remember, Zidane is one of those youngsters that has really enticed the manager who goes by names of Erik ten Hag. I'm seeing Chibuke Obina. I'm coming to answer your questions. Please come more people coming to the live chat, because I really believe that it's time to come in and really attend to you and your questions. It's just like 5-8 photos left to go in and really come to you. That is Anton Martial, Cover, the other goalkeeper, Nathan Bishop. That is the manager who goes by the names of Erik ten Hag, trying to issue out instructions to players of United. Diego Dalot, the right back of United, in there for you, doing the needful in here for you. Then we are having Alex Telles, Ahmad, and Alejandro Garnacho into that photo. That is how they were at the Ramanjangara Stadium. Jordan Sancho, Marcus Rashford, and Anton Martial sprinting in there. For remember, that is expected to be the front three of United today in the game of Liverpool to lead the line in there. Eric Bay trying to really clean or squash his mouth in there for you with water in there for you. This is David De Gea doing the autographs for the fans out there in Thailand. He's one of the most famous players of United because he's been here for so long. This is Erik ten Hag, the man of the moment, signing autographs on United t-shirts in there for you. They're having jerseys of United in there for you. Bruno Fernandes in there for you, doing that autograph in there for you. And that was the last photo that we have from what we call the group or the website of United in there for you. So I'm having more people in here coming in and commenting and asking me questions in there for you. So let me attend to you, because you guys are my bosses and I'm here to bring it to you. The first question came in from a man who goes by the names of Muhammad Ali Jr. It was not a question, it was like an opinion. He was saying we are really lacking a CDM great deal. Yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. We lack a CDM for real, and I 100% disagree with people who tell me that in the play of Erik ten Hag, he does not need a CDM. He just plays with a double pivot. I said no. Erik ten Hag plays the same game of the same game of football like a man who goes by the names of Pep Guardiola. When you look at Pep Guardiola, he has never been at Man City without a CDM. He first brought in Fernandinho. After Fernandinho, he brought in Pedri. After Pedri, he brought in Calvin Phillips. That means that any team, mention any team that doesn't have a CDM. Real Madrid has Casemiro in there for you. You get? When you look at Chelsea, they have Jorginho, they have Kovacic, they have N'Golo Kante. Look at the other side, which goes by the names of Liverpool. They're having they have Jordan Henderson, and they have Fabinho. Spurs, they have Bentancur, they have Yefis Bissouma. Now, you want to tell me that United is so special that they can play in that midfield without a player who goes by names of a central defensive midfielder? That's out, guys. That's out, and that is a lie. Anyone who is really selling that lie is lying to you. You get? Even when De Jong comes at Manchester United, he's not enough for our midfield. De Jong is not enough for our midfield. I want to let you know, guys, and we should cry out for a CDM. That's why you see United being linked to Paredes, Tielemans, and Ruben Neves. Obviously, after getting in De Jong, United will go in to look for a CDM. I saw a story today when Samuel Lucas was saying that Freddie Rodriguez, sorry about that, Fred Rodriguez, Danny Van Beek, Scott McTominay, and James Garner are seen as the defensive options for United in there for you. I said this is a lie, and in just 30 minutes, the manager of Manchester United said that we need more offensive players in the midfield. In his press conference, he really came out and laid it out very well and clear that we need a player to play into the defensive part, into the defensive sides of our game. That means he knows that we need a defensive midfielder in there. For though he's really trying to first prioritize the De Jong deal. He wants De Jong at Manchester United first. Before anything else, he wants De Jong in here for you. Then I'm having Alassane Toure said, let me go. All right. You've left. All right. Thank you. In there for you. Thank you for watching in. And I'm having Chibuyike Obina said, De Jong is what perfectly fitted to our new philosophy by our new manager, Erik ten Hag. Yeah, you're right, because that's the focal point of building his team. We all know that games of football are lost and won in the midfield, in the engine room. So De Jong is going to be the heartbeat of this team. That's why you see Motaf and the CEO are in Barcelona. They want this deal done because they are being pressurized by the manager, Erik ten Hag, telling them that please get me that man who goes by names of De Jong. I really want him immediately. I want to play my first game of the Premier League at Manchester United versus Crystal Palace when De Jong is part of my team, like for 2 weeks. You get? I really want him to get used to these other players because I know he knows Danny Van Beek very well, but these other players that are playing in the midfield, he's not used to them. They need to get used to him because for him, he is all what that we want. He's a reference. He's press resistant. He has a lot of genuine abilities and potential to his game. That is a man who goes by names of Frankie de Jong in there for you. So he has genuine qualities and potential, and that's why he's so much needed by a manager who goes by names of Erik ten Hag in there for you. And he's a unique talent too. De Jong is a unique talent. He's one from the many that are really alive on the field of play right now. Thank you, Obina, for watching in. Smash the like button, guys. We are close to 100 people watching in, and we are only having 24 likes. Let's smash it, guys, like never before. Let me answer. Emily Higgins said, have Manchester United, have Man United single player? It's like you're asking, have they signed a single player? Yeah, we have signed Terrell Malacia. We brought in Terrell Malacia, a left back from Feyenoord, at £13 million in there for you, with £1 million as add-on in there for you. That is Terrell Malacia for United. They brought him last week, and he is with United on the tour. And United later agreed a verbal agreement with Eriksson Christian, and is coming to United to do his medical this week. They expect him to be on plane with Manchester United to Austria, that is Melbourne, where United is going to play some 3 games in there for you. Remember, the preseason away from Old Trafford, Old Carrington, we are going to play 4 games. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, and there is a team called Melbourne in Australia. Those are the teams that are really going to go ahead and play. Then when we return to Old Trafford, there are 2 games. One game is going to be played on 30th June. The other is going to be played on 31st. We are playing Atletico Madrid on the 30th of July. Then on the 31st of July, we are going to play Roy Volcano. The manager came out and said, we are really going to go ahead and do the needful in there for you to see to it that the team that plays on 30th, there is no player that will appear on 31st in there for you. I'm having Pablo Escobar. He's saying bad. I don't know what's bad in there for you. Then Muhammad Ali Jr. says, what about Lisandro Martinez deal? The Lisandro Martinez deal is really being complicated by a side which goes by names of Ajax. United met the realistic evaluation of the player, that is 50 million euros. They submitted a bid on Friday night, and guess what? Ajax stand here after they really had a meeting with the board. They said, all right, let's play hardball for United. Now we want 50 million pounds. They no longer want 50 million euros. Now they want 52 million pounds for Lisandro Martinez. So the player is planning to hand in a transfer request. He's planning to go in and don't even train with the side which goes by the names of Ajax, because he's pushing for a move out of Ajax in there for you. So that's the update about a man who goes by names of Lisandro Martinez. But I know that deal is going to be resolved in here for you because United are really working for these deals. But what is really all making this hard is the De Jong deal. If the De Jong deal really gets done, because they want to know how much money are we going to spend on the De Jong deal, then we'll see how we're really going to go ahead and do the needful. But Richard Arnold came out and really confirmed to us that the money is here. United is going to spend big, and we're waiting to see how we are going to spend big in there for you. Then Emily Higgins said, I don't know for now. Have Man United single De Jong either for signing De Jong? Not yet, but the deal is at its final stages. The CEO of Manchester United and the CEO and the technical director are in Barcelona. They say that they've given an ultimatum for this deal up to Friday, and they're looking up to this deal to get done by Friday to see to it that everything really comes to normal and deliver the most requested player by Erik ten Hag. Before Erik ten Hag came here, United was looking at players like Declan Rice, Yefes Bissouma, Ruben Neves to play into that midfield with Yuri Tielemans in there for you. But when he came in, told them, I don't want any of those. Please, this is my list. Get me Malacia, get me De Jong, get me Anthony, get me Lisandro Martinez, get me Dumfries. You get? Those are the players that he really wants at Manchester United. So United have so far signed one player. That is Malacia in there for you. So De Jong is not yet done, but it's at its final stages. The United, our delegation is in Barcelona to get this deal done in there for you. So I think there is some positivity to this deal. I will feel positivity. I don't know what you guys are, because we are off the guessing game. You get? It looks like they had sucked all the happiness from this deal, but I think happiness has been retained. It has been restored. I think now we are so much eager to see this deal really happening in there of a man who goes by names of De Jong to Manchester United in there for you. Now, I'm having a Doba Destiny says, good work, guy. All right, thank you. Thank you for watching in, and thank you, Destiny, for really acknowledging my presentation in there for you. All Martinez, I've given you something concerning Martinez. Then, Anskidi Sehili Jr. says, we need De Jong. Obviously, we need him. Obviously, we need him because he's one of a kind. He's a world-class central midfielder. Every team could want De Jong. He starts in Man City. He starts at Liverpool. He starts at Chelsea. So that's why we should go in for this guy, because he is really great and one of the best in the world. Then I'm having XVG game. As a Liverpool fan, I hope the deal falls. I know that I did a video and I told you that no Liverpool fan, a true Liverpool fan, will never wish a quality player to come in at Manchester United. And we Manchester United fans all over the world, we don't wish Liverpool well, because we are really enemies. There is a very big wall built in between us and Liverpool. We are parallel and we'll never meet. Today I was so much happy because Darwin Núñez got an injury, a minor foot injury, while training ahead of the Manchester United game. I was so much happy. Anything bad that happens to Liverpool, I celebrate it. I celebrate it because I know they're a step behind. Anything good that happens at Liverpool really pains me. I don't want to see them really prosper when we United are really doing nothing in there for you. So I know what a Liverpool fan is really saying this. You are right to say that. I don't really blame you, but trust me, we are back. We are back with Erik ten Hag, and they know that when we get De Jong, we are really going to be so much fierce and untouchable in that midfield area, because he is one of a kind of a talent. Face a side which goes by the names of Liverpool when you're having De Jong, when you're having a Paredes in the central defensive midfield alongside Christian Eriksen or Bruno Fernandes or Danny van Beek. Liverpool will be threatened because they know that we are really going to be having what we call control of the midfield. We can outcompete their midfield, but the midfielders that we had couldn't outcompete the midfield of Liverpool in there for you way back. So that's why Liverpool people are really so much in there for you to come in and do the needful then. How about personal terms? MC Rambo 69. For me, I 100% believe that there is no way United would walk into this deal without agreeing personal terms with a side which goes by the names of De Jong. United have been talking to the agent of De Jong. What have they been talking about? Those are personal terms. The agent of De Jong and De Jong cannot come out and dedicate or dictate the amount of money they should be sold to Manchester United. That's out. They're not responsible for selling. You get? So the only reason as to why United talks to the agent of De Jong is simple. Personal terms. To me, I know they agreed, and United knows that they can give him £350,000 a week in there for you. So smash the like button. We are close to 120 people watching in, but we're having only 28 likes. Let's smash this video up to 50 likes, guys. Give me 50 likes, guys. Give me 50 likes. 50 likes, guys, are needed in here for you. Now, I'm having someone known as Kawaga Lawrence in there for you. Says, I'm watching live in Qatar. De Jong will sign for the Reds. Yeah, he will. He will, because Barcelona want to sell. They have money problems, and he's one of those profitable players they really have that can really meet the realistic valuation of the money they want. They agreed the deal with Rafinha, but they don't have the money. Secondly, if I told you never knew, Barcelona is so much on the wall because they have signed 2 players on a free. Christian Eriksen from Christiansen from Chelsea and Frank Kessie from AC Milan, but they've not yet registered them because they are all down. Their pockets are really dripping. They are dripping. They don't have any single money with them in there for you. Then I'm having Silas Joseph says, we need De Jong and Martinez at United in there for you. Yeah, we need De Jong and yes, we need them. You're right. We need De Jong and Martinez in there for you. That is at final stages. And I know Martinez will be landed to Manchester United and De Jong will also come. The reason as to why Ajax are really playing hardball, they first want to get the replacement of this lad who goes by the names of Martinez, because Martinez has made it clear that I want to go to the Premier League. He can't miss out on this chance because he knows that if at all he does not go to the Premier League this season, then it's going to be hard for him to really retain that chance. Erik ten Hag will go in for another player in there for you. Then there is Sebugawa Medi. I'm live from South Korea in there for you. I don't know whether is this Sebugawa Medi I went to school with in my O-level. Sebugawa Medi, thank you for watching in from South Korea. That shows you that we are being watched all around the world. We are being watched. Thank you, Sebugawa Medi, in there for you. South Korea is watching. Now I'm having Samuel Peel Jr. Can't wait to see De Jong as a Red. All right, me too. I can't really wait to see him as a Red because he's really one of that we need. Sebo Gomez says, but we need a young striker. How do you see it? Obviously, a young striker is needed at Manchester United, but who exactly is on the market that is worth coming into Manchester United? That's why you see United, they are into Broby, there for you, and very many others. But we need to take our time and know that teams like Liverpool and Man City and Chelsea played with the false 9 and they finished ahead of us. Man City has won the title consistently for 2 times when they are playing with the false 9. So 100% believe that us playing with the false 9 can really help us to do the needful and really win it. So for starters, let's not hurry to go in and bring in players that are not really going to help us. Let's first fix the midfield problem. Let's first get a central defender. I told you in that video of a predicted lineup, do you know that a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane didn't train today? He might have really sustained an injury. That means we have 2 injury-prone central defenders. However good they are, that is Eric Bailly and Rafael Varane, but you cannot count your season on them because they are injury-prone. You cannot come out and really start your season on them. You can't, my man. You can't. So 100% believe that let's get in a central defender. Let's get in a CDM. Let's get in De Jong for starters. Then if at all we really have that, then we can think on really bringing in a striker, the Antonys of this world. Let's wait and see how that happens in there for you. Then we are having Musa Motin saying hi. Then Obina says Erik ten Hag knows what he's doing. That's why he's looking for De Jong, Martinez, Eriksson, and Antony, because the players know his style of play very well, and it will help rest of the squad to adapt the philosophy. All right, when you're really wanting to build something new at the club, you have to really have some of those players that you've been working with that know your philosophy, and that's why he's going in for the players that he knows. He really believes that they are good players at Manchester United, but the integral of those players with the ones that he knows that are proven on the world stage is really great. For me, I applauded the coming in of Eriksson very well. Then I applauded the coming in of Malacia because he's really so much a modern left back here for United. And De Jong coming in will be a very huge boost. And if at all we get another player in there in that caliber, then everything will be to another level that most of us really appreciate in there for you. Then I'm having Musa Martin says, I'm watching in from Uganda. I'm having Owanye Doroth in there for you, a Liverpool supporter that will never walk alone. Today you aren't surviving, Liverpool. Today you aren't surviving. We're really going to hit you, but just know that you guys are really going to face it rough in there for you. I'm having Samuel P. Jr. says, are you sure of De Jong deal, bro? Let me show you a photo. Let me show you this photo. There is a photo I'm supposed to show you that the United is really moving hard onto this deal. Let me show you this photo. I need to go hard and show you this photo. That's when you're going to come out and know that these things are really serious. United are so much into this. They are so much into this deal. They are so much into this deal of a man who goes by the names of sorry. I'm trying to load it such that it comes on the screen to show you this photo, and you guys are really going to get to know that it's really a reality. It's not a myth. It's not a myth. Look, that photo is from the Manchester United Evening News, and if I told you to read the caption in there for you, it's captured in Barcelona. That's where it was captured. Look, read down there. Do you see? Richard Arnold and Motaf were pictured in Barcelona in there for you. Manchester United Chief Executive Richard Arnold and Football Director Joe Motaf were in Barcelona as the club attempt to finalize the signing of Frankie de Jong. Arnold and Motaf did not travel to Thailand for the first leg of United's preseason tour, and new manager Erik ten Hag has identified de Jong as his priority target. So they're in Spain. They are in Spain to see to it that this deal really gets done. That is Richard Arnold. This is Motaf. You get? This is the technical director. This is the CEO. He's responsible for the negotiations. Richard Arnold is responsible to dish out the money that is needed to sanction this deal to go on and happen in there for you. So I think you now know what I'm really talking about in here onto the United Matters channel. All right. Sebugao Medi says, of course. All right, thank you, my OB, for watching in. Thank you for the support. He was my OB that I used to sleep with in the same dormitory. Can you imagine? People are not like mountains. It's mountains that are not made, but people go ahead to meet. So thank you, Sebugao Medi, for really coming in and really watching me. Thanks for the support. And guys, subscribe. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we upload in here on a daily. We are always in here 24/7 on this channel to bring you strictly Manchester United news. I'm having Habu Muhammad says on my own even the words to sing a player let's day sign is not being press player like cool old fish. May all let the player is done to press in there for you. He's talking about pressing players in there for you. Thank you very much. But your English is really lacking. I've not really gotten what you're saying. But I've known that you're really talking about players that can really come in and do the pressing part of the game. Then there is Rev says in there for you. Thank you for watching in. Then there is Obina says, please, how about Mason Greenwood's situation so far? He's still being tried. We don't know what's going to come out in there for you, but he was tried. The first hearing was held last month. I think it was around 17th June. That's when it was held. And we're waiting to see what the jury is really going to come out and really give us after the hearing of this case. But I know give it up to like September or October. That's when the judgment will be read for Mason Greenwood in there for you. So I don't want to discuss things concerning Mason Greenwood because they are in court, and each and every time you discuss them, there are people that are so much attached to Greenwood that really feel hurt in there for you. But thank you, Obina, in there for you for asking about the generational talent, Mason Greenwood, in there for you. Then there is Kawaga Rollins says, exact Liverpool fans, they don't like to see the great midfielder like De Jong. All right, they don't want to see him at Manchester United because when he arrives, they know that we've brought in a player who is at a level of Alcantara or even more than him. So when you're playing them, what Alcantara can do to us, even De Jong can hurt them the same way. So they can't be happy when you bring in a player who is like Alcantara in there for you. So we are having Sylvanus Joseph says, what about Anthony Deal? United are just inquiring about Anthony. Anthony is still injured until the 31st of July. That's when he's really going to go ahead and come in to do the job at Ajax. But United are inquiring about Anthony. He's being sold expensively, almost 63 million pounds. I can't allow United to go in and buy Anthony. He's not Premier League proven. At 70 million pounds, 60 million pounds, Anthony should go for like 50 million pounds. You get? And that's why Ajax want to go in and sell Lisandro Martinez to Manchester United at £52 million, such that they use it as a yardstick to come in and really sell Antony expensively. They will tell them that, all right, we sold you a central defender at £52 million. Do you expect us to sell you an attacking midfielder less than that money? No, expect more, because in the modern football, forwards, all attacking midfielders are more expensive than defenders. You know that very well. So that is a man who goes by names of Joseph. I think I've answered your question. Samuel Peel just says, hey bro, I'm from George Weah country, Liberia. I want to know something about Dybala, please. Dybala has been offered to Manchester United by his agents. That's it. He has been offered to Manchester United by his agents, but Erik ten Hag said no to Dybala. He doesn't want Dybala. He doesn't want Dybala. He's just trying to see to it that he really convinces Ronaldo to stay, to see to it that he really becomes an integral of his squad in there for you, because today has told us that they are planning their team with Ronaldo in that. Thank you for watching in. How is Liberia? Then I'm having Matthew Umaru in there, says, please, what's Antony deal? I've explained that about Antony in there for you. Antony is being, United is really monitoring the situation of Antony with the Ajax. I've heard Fabrizio Romano today have lots of things to say about that deal. He said United are just monitoring that deal, and they first want to accomplish Lisandro Martinez, Eriksson, and Frankie de Jong. When those deals are done, then they'll go on to look into the deal of people like Antony in there for you, because he's not a hot asset that United is needing. Erik ten Hag needs Lisandro Martinez, Christensen, and De Jong first to strengthen those parts in there for you. When he strengthens them, then United will see which players are we selling. When they sell them and they gather the amount of money that they really want, they'll go in for Antony in there for you. Then Wumar was going to let me that we need Antony in the squad. I think we need him, but not more than Martinez, Eriksson, and a player who goes by names of De Jong. I think those three should first arrive at Manchester United, then Anthony will follow. But I cannot go in to spend close to 63 million pounds on Anthony when I've not yet accomplished the deals of Eriksson, De Jong, and Martinez. The midfield is so much pivotal. Trust me, at United, we don't have bad players, but the problem we've had for the last 3 or 4 years is the midfield. This is something we're supposed to come in here and admit personally. Our midfield has been shambles. It has been diabolical. It has caused us a lot of fiascos in this game of football. So, trust me, this midfield should be revamped in there for you by bringing in Martinez, because Martinez plays as a left back, he plays as a central defender, and he can play as a central defensive midfielder. And De Jong plays as a central midfielder too, and Eriksson is going to give us the control that we've been lacking at Manchester United for so long in there for you. So Antony is needed, but these three have to first arrive. Then Antony will be the fifth coming signing of Manchester United. I agree with you, but there are some 3 important players we are supposed to deliver at Manchester United. That is De Jong, Eriksson, and Martinez. After those, it will be okay for a man who goes by names of a man of Antony to come in. Then I'm having Feda Sweeties Hayes. I want to please update me about CR7. CR7 is having issues with his family. That's it. That's what I'm saying. But I doubt, according to me. But the manager's come out and really given some good quotes about him in there for you. Can I find them? I think I can find some in here for you. I can find some that the manager talked about, a man who goes by names of CR7 in there for you. And he had lots of things to say on Ronaldo. All right. Thank God I really have one in here for you. Let me bring a feed. Let me bring a feed on your screen. So today, during the press conference, this is what the manager had to say, that he's not with us. That's due to personal issues in there for you. So that's what the manager first said about Ronaldo. He's not with us due to personal issues in there for you. Then later, he continued to say that we are planning with Ronaldo for the season. That's it. I'm looking forward to working with him. That's what the manager really said about CR7. So Feda Sweet, who is asking about Ronaldo, that's what the manager really had to say about Cristiano Ronaldo. And lastly, about Ronaldo wanting to leave United, this is what he said. He hasn't told me this. I have read, but as I say, Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale. He's in our plans, and we want to get success together with him. That's what the manager really had to say about Cristiano Ronaldo, of which you can't really cancel it out, but the fact is that's a lie. They know it that Ronaldo wants to leave. He has gotten Chelsea. Chelsea have even given him a deposit. It's a six-digit figure. So he wants to leave. He wants to leave. He wants to leave. And I really believe that that's why you've seen United being linked to very many strikers all over the world. There is the one in Germany we've been linked to. We've been linked to Brian Bobby, formerly of Ajax, and he's now back at RB Leipzig. So that shows you that there is knowledge that Ronaldo is leaving, and they want to handle this issue maturely to see to it that Ronaldo really lives in peace in there for you. Kawaga Lawrence is saying De Jong is much better than Thiago and he is so talented, and the quality-wise Liverpool fans, they will not believe. Yeah, when you look at a player who goes by names of De Jong, he adds so much to his game. He can really play as a holding midfielder. He really makes good progressive runs. He's good. He can find that pass. He can even score in those goals either for you. But Alcantara is so much good at really dedicating play for Liverpool. He's talented. He's good with the ball work. But those runs that De Jong makes, progressive runs, I think he does more progressive runs than De Jong. So you are giving me homework to go on and do those two players, and I search on their stats in there for you. I'm going to really go on and do those stats, De Jong versus Thiago Alcantara in there for you. But you are right, Liverpool fans, they don't want us to bring him. They don't want us to bring him because he's someone with so much quality in him. I'm having Jermaine Caesar says, hi, how are you? Then there is Twaha says, can I believe you? All right, you have the right to believe me or not, because everyone is entitled to his own own decision here for you. So you have every right either to believe in me or not. You get? You just add the dots on what I'm really talking, and then you find out the truth. You get? And try to listen and really use your brain also to see, all right, Rokan is saying this, is this okay? David is saying this, is it okay? You get? But I'm giving you things related to facts in there for you. That United, the deal is at its final stages because Mortaf and CEO of United, Richard Arnold, are in Barcelona, and they're saying by Friday they want this deal done. They want the De Jong deal done by Friday in there for you. Obina says, but does Erik ten Hag says he needs Paredes in his squad? Obviously, I saw Fabrizio Romano today on the United stand saying that he's being offered to very many clubs around Europe. So it's PSG telling United, we have a player in here. Do you need him? They're selling him at £34 million. Paredes wants to say at PSG, but PSG is saying we are selling off 11 players in there for you. The likes of Mauro Icardi, Kazawa, Idrissa Gueye, very many players are being offloaded, almost a full 11. Even the former player at Manchester United, Andreas Pereira, is being offloaded. There is another player in the names of Jorginho Wijnaldum is being offloaded. So very many players are being offloaded at PSG, and it's PSG offering Paredes to Manchester United. But Erik ten Hag has not said that he really wants Paredes. But any manager like Erik ten Hag, if there is a chance to get in Paredes cheaply at £34 million, I think he will sanction that deal to happen. But all that is going to happen after United gets these deals done. The deal of De Jong, Eriksson, and Martinez. Don't expect any deal to come and fall in these three. These deals are going to first happen to see other deals happening at Manchester United. De Jong, Eriksson, and Martinez. When they are done, you'll hear Anthony, you'll hear Paredes, you'll hear Ruben Neves, Brian Bobby, and very many others. But before these three deals aren't done, don't expect any other deal to come in at Manchester United. Even that of Dybala, Erik ten Hag said, I don't want Dybala at Manchester United in there for you. But United were so much interested in him because he has the numbers, he's a star, he has been here for so long, but the manager said he does not fit into my system. Then we're having Suraj in there. He says how much money United will give to Ten Hag to build the squad. Currently, when you look at how we are spending and the players we are really looking at and targeting, it looks like we might hit close to £200 million. 13 million for Malacia. You get the £10 million sign-on fee that we're giving to Eriksson added, that is 23. Then when you add on the 56, count 60. The upfront fee are really going to give a man who goes by names of Barcelona, a team which goes by names of Barcelona, for the services of De Jong to cross this side. That amounts to close to 90. If you are to bring in Martinez at close to 50 million pounds, there for you, that is 140. Then if you are to bring in an Anthony will go for like 60. That is like 200 million pounds. I know we are going to average 200 million pounds in the players we're really going to buy in at Manchester United. So I really believe that Suraj, that's going to be the amount of money that we are going to spend into this summer in here for you. Then we are having, Joseph says, I can't wait to see Eriksen, De Jong and Martinez in our midfield up Man United. All right, me too, I can't wait because I know that's what we've been lacking. I can't start a season with Freddie and Scott McTominay into that midfield. No way. I won't be happy with that. First and foremost, if there is a department that we have to first go in and really reinforce, it's the midfield. The midfield needs total reinforcement. It needs total reinforcement in there for you, and it's one of those areas I really believe that we should go on and act hard onto them in there for you. Smash the like button, guys. We are close to 100 people and only 46. Guys, 4 more likes, guys. 4 people should like this video to hit 50 likes on this video to see to it that we are really going to go ahead and do the needful in here onto this channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel. Remember to subscribe to this channel. After subscribing, hit the notification bell and click all. That will enable you get notifications each and every time I upload a video onto this channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel. I go by the names of Rock and David. Thank you very much for watching in. I've had very many people watching in. Sebu Gwawomedi, thank you for watching in. Suraj, thank you for watching in. Obina, thank you for watching in. Twaha, Caesar, thank you for watching in. Kawaga Rollins, there is Sweetie Fred, thank you for watching in. There is Umaru Osisemete, thank you for watching in. Which other person? Muhammad Habu, thank you for watching in. There is the first person who really commented, he went by the names of Muhammad Ali Jr., thank you for watching in. There is Alassane, thank you for watching in. And everyone, Pablo Escobar, thank you for watching in. You guys have been fun in there for you. Then I'm having Suraj saying, who will be the first choice left back next season? I think they are going to share those roles. No one is going to be having an ultimatum to that position. No one. But I 100% believe that with time, Malacia will take over Luke Shaw, because Malacia is really a talented guy, and if at all he fits well in the Premier League, then Luke Shaw will be in for it. So wait and see how that happens. But even Luke Shaw is going to put up a fight. So all of those two are so good. I expect them to fight for that position. Luke Shaw to start in this game, then Malacia to play like the next 2 games. Luke Shaw to play the next 3 games either for you. But remember, we're having UEFA Europa League. We are playing on Monday and Thursday. That means one of the players will be playing on the weekend and the other will be playing in the midweek most of the times either for you. So we wait and see how that thing happens. And there can be even a scenario where Luke Shaw and Malacia can play the same team. You can find that Erik ten Hag decides to play with the back 3 with Luke Shaw, Maguire, and Rafael Varane into the back 3. Then Malacia plays as a wing back on the left side. It's possible they can play the same team too. So let's wait and see in there for you. And Malacia might even be good playing forward. You get? So we wait and see on the left flank. So let's wait and see what the manager really has for us into this season there for you. Then Shibuka Obina, Ten Hag says in his press conference yesterday that is expecting 5 new signings in there for you. No, in total he wants 5. He has so far brought in 2. Eriksen and Malacia, 3 to go. That's it. He wants 5, 3 to go. De Jong, Martinez, and maybe Anthony. You get? To add them on Malacia and Eriksen. He needs 5 signings this season. He needs 5. Then we're having Ronnie. Hey boyfriend, I'm from Indonesia. Thank you for watching in, Ronnie. Thank you very much. And guys, good night. 54 likes with the video. Thank you, not bad. And you're saying, I'm from Indonesia. I love Manchester United. Thank you for loving Manchester United. And if at all you love Manchester United, you are in the perfect place. Please subscribe to this channel. Go into the lower right bottom corner. Smash that red button and hit the notification bell. Then this is a channel that's going to feed you with all the latest news from Manchester United, because We do 100% Manchester United in here onto this channel. I'm having Musa Muslim, YouTube bro. Good night, guys. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. From Asia, in Asia, I know it's already day. In America, you guys, it's like this is 4 p.m. It's like 9 p.m. in America. You get? So us here, we are really going to sleep, but let's wake up to Manchester United in there for you. There is Omar saying if Alisson can replace Ronaldo, nowhere. I think let's give Anton Martial, a chance under this manager, and let's first reinforce the midfield. Let's not just go for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. No way. Let's just get in players that are really so perfect to come in and get the job done for a side which goes by names of United. Guys, good night, guys. Good night.